on down south to the AFC South. Lloyd, tell us what's going on with these Colts.
Thank God. All right, here we go. Colts Nation, rise up. We rise through adversity because that's what builds us. We're not like the Chargers, we just moved from San Diego, or the Raiders, who are undisciplined. That's why we beat them last year. We are the Indianapolis Colts. We battled through adversity. Josh McDaniels says, I don't want to come to Indy. And then we have this whole situation where Andrew Luck rips our hearts out 2 years ago. But we battle through because we're Colts strong and we're Colts tough. This upcoming season, or this past season, excuse me, we had a 39-year-old quarterback. They said he was too old. He just threw 20 interceptions with the Chargers. You guys can't fix him. What did we do? We made him throw more touchdowns and we cut his interceptions in half. In half. That's because we have a quarterback whisperer. Everybody talks about Carson Wentz and they say, how are you going to fix Carson Wentz? Do you guys not realize that we have a quarterback whisperer? His name is Frank Reich. I need you guys to understand this. Frank Reich can take a 39-year-old quarterback and fix him up. He's going to do the same thing with Carson Wentz. Big issue the Colts have right now is we're missing a left tackle. Ours just recently retired, Anthony Costanzo. We're going to have to replace him in the draft. Beautiful thing we have in this draft is we have the number one GM. That's right. Chris Ballard was ranked the number one GM by NFL.com just a couple of weeks ago. He is a draft savant. So what I suggest we do is with that number 21 pick, we move back, trade back with the Dolphins, get their 36th pick and their 50th pick, and select Dylan Radunes in the second round. Get us a left tackle. He's not very strong, but he's very agile for that position. If you look at Chris Ballard's record, last year he drafted Julian Blackmon in the third round. Julian Blackmon in week 8 was up for Defensive Rookie of the Year. We took Darius Leonard in the second round, Braden Smith in the second round. We have the biggest issue right now with making sure that we can fix Carson Wentz. We have the offensive line. We have the running backs. We have some pretty good receivers. I really like what I saw out of Michael Pittman last year. T.Y.'s coming back. We are a defense that's built for the Super Bowl. It's really all dependent on what you're going to get out of Carson Wentz. It really comes down to that. We have all the other pieces and the roster in place to be successful. Can Carson Wentz deliver? You saw in 2017, who was he with? He was with Frank Reich, 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. He doesn't even have to do that. But if he can give me 31 and 10, I will take it. We will go back to where we were in 2006, holding up that Lombardi trophy, beating the Chiefs, beating the Steelers, beating the Ravens, beating the Bills. We are that team. We are that dog. Don't get it twisted, please. I beg you, don't get it twisted. This is Indianapolis. We did it with a 39-year-old quarterback. Just imagine what we'll do with Carson Wentz. He's younger. He fits our system better. He can roll out. He can do RPOs. Our offense is going to be so much better this year with a mix and balance of Carson Wentz and a run game and an offensive line. He's not this Philadelphia big hype guy. This is a small kid, small town. He needs to be nurtured. Come to Indy. We'll nurture you. We'll take care of you. We'll get you back to where you're supposed to be, Carson. We'll fix you up. We're call us the Indianapolis Mechanics. We'll fix you up and get you going. Because guess what? That's what we do. We take care of our guys. And he's going to produce this year like never before.
Okay. Lloyd, I got a burning question for you.
Go ahead.
These Colts, again, you know, your division is a kind of little bit a little bit. So one burning question I have, your defense. It seems like there's a void at safety. What are we going to do about the safety position? You guys had Hooker, right? I believe, he's been in and out. So it's sort of like the Chargers situation. You both need to let them go immediately today after this chat. Right now, let them both go. Call them now and get rid of both of them immediately. We don't like players who are not available for us every Sunday. So what are you guys going to do at safety?
Yeah, it's real unfortunate because I was big on Hooker coming out of college. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought he was a clone of Ed Reed. I thought he was just one of those guys that was going to completely change the back end of our defense. I'm really proud of our GM because, I always tell this to Alvin, you can't double down when you make a mistake. We did not pick up Hooker's fifth-year option. Hooker also tore his Achilles. We drafted a safety in the 3rd round, Julian Blackmon. Nobody wanted to touch Julian Blackmon because he tore his ACL. We picked him up as a steal. And like I said, week 8, he was not only leading the league in interceptions as a rookie, he was in the running for Defensive Rookie of the Year. He was playing at an elite level. The way that Chris Ballard finds these gems in the draft, I really believe that we should trade back that 21st pick. We only have 6 picks total. There's more rounds in the draft than we have picks. So we really need to get more picks for our GM, our draft savant GM, and we'll be okay.
Okay, Lloyd. I have a question for you. Actually, I think so Carson Wentz, how he looked mentally like fragile and with Philadelphia, and I hear you say that you have a coach, a coach whisperer and whatnot, and that's cute. But what's he gonna do when like how does this coach whisper thing work? Like, how is he gonna fix Carson Wentz? What's gonna be different? I know you have an O-line, but I don't see any dominant receivers on the outside. Is it going to be the same thing in Philadelphia for Carson Wentz?
No, it won't be because, see, the biggest thing about the quarterback coach foundation is it's built off of trust. And Carson Wentz and Frank Reich, I think, have a little bit different level of trust than Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson. Carson Wentz really is a man of faith, and so is Frank Reich, and that's something that really builds a relationship. But we're not talking about faith, we're talking about football, right? I think on the field, X's and O's, Frank Reich is just different. You can almost argue that the Josh McDaniel curse was really a blessing in disguise. We got a better coach overall, and we got a better leader. Carson Wentz is going to do better in that city and under that type of leadership than he did with Doug Peterson. There was weird stuff coming out of Philly when they let both Wentz walk and Doug Peterson walk. It was weird. It's weird in Philly. We're not weird. We're buttoned up sharp, suit and tie. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So so in regards to Carson Wentz, here's how you fix him. Hand it off. Hand it off. That's how you fix Carson Wentz. All right. So I think it's better. Offensive scheme for him. He's not going to be in shotgun any time. He's going to turn his back to the defense. He's going to play action. It's very good for him. My question is, I think Dylan Redunce is a good pick if he falls that far. My question is he more suited initially to be slated as a right tackle than a left? Also, where do you guys stand on tight ends? I think that's the only glaring weakness of your offense is a tight end position, because it seems to be by committee rather than having that one guy. I think you guys are on fire if Paris Campbell is healthy. But in regards to tight end, I think that's the only glaring weakness I see with your offense. To be really potent and special given the offensive system you guys run and Carson Wentz.
Well, let me start with the Redunes question. With Redunes, he could be a right tackle. There's not that many great left tackles in this draft class if you look at it, right? Especially at the top. You have Sewell, Slater, Darrisaw, who I think we're all kind of just like, you don't know what Darrisaw, right? It looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. But with Redunes, he really does have the agility to play left tackle. He just doesn't have the strength. So he's a little bit more agile than a Tevin Jenkins or the tackle out of Notre Dame. In regards to the tight ends, if you notice with Frank Reich, something that works well with him is that he does really well with multiple tight end sets. So when he had Zach Ertz, he also had that kid that they drafted, back up him in Philly. He uses multiple tight ends. In the Colts right now, they have Jack Doyle, Mo Alley Cox, and then we just had the tight end that threw the touchdown pass, but we let him go. We might pick up another tight end later on in the draft because we do like to run multiple tight end sets. But Mo Alley Cox caught, I think, 6 touchdown passes last year. He really is a big red zone threat for us.
All right.
You know, that's a great point. I'm excited. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you all. I'm excited to see exactly what is going to happen with the Colts coming out of that division. I mean, you got the Jaguars who are really just getting started. You got the Texans who are a hot mess. And who's that third team coming out of the AFC South?
Titans, Texans, Jags.
Titans.
Yeah, I mean, you're only worried about Tennessee. So I'm excited to see where the Colts go. Real quick, we're going to move on forward, but really quick. Season record and Super Bowl expectancy. Lloyd, take it away.
I have the Colts going 12-4 just because of their strength of their division. I mean, I really don't expect us losing very many games in our division. And then, of course, I think Super Bowl-wise, I see us making the AFC Championship game. I don't see us as a Super Bowl winner this year.
Okay.